Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I am going over my long-term review on the Z Fold 7. Now, hands down, I will say this has to be the best built Z Fold they made up to this point. Of course, they have the 8s that are out now, so I have one on the way, so I can do a video on that when it gets here. But if I had to choose before even trying the 8 or even the 8 Ultra, which foldable I would hands down choose from Samsung, it would be the 7. This is their most well-built Z Fold known to man at this point. I haven't tried the tri-fold, but I'm not gonna put it in that category because it's a step up from this. But in the Z Fold lineup, this is the best. So the cameras, again, some people are big into cameras. I didn't care too much about having an excellent camera, especially if you have other tools. You know, when you hear, for your average person that just wants a good phone, you hear 200 megapixels or 10 megapixels or 50 megapixels. To them, they don't know what the heck that is. So I judge all my stuff off of how does it work in the daily. The cameras may be like low in megapixels, but really great shots. So for me, that's my pet peeve. I know other reviewers may go based off of the specs. I'm not big into the specs thing because I'm leaning more into those who may not know what a lot of the specs mean. And even if you do, you want to know, okay, all those sound good, but how did you like it? So this is my review of how did I like it. Overall, the quality was great. Like, there's plenty of times where I thought, man, I may have scratched this thing up. And no, I have had some really tight cases on here where I have to like use my nail to peel it off and still thought I would get a scratch. And as you can see, nothing here. Everything has been great. No scratches on it here. I've had a glass screen protector since I got this phone. I've had it in the case since I've got this phone. Even on the inside, as you can see, let me just close that out, sorry. Even on the outside, the inside, you can see nothing here. Of course, it still has that really huge crease here that's noticeable when you cut the screen off. But from what I noticed, take that off, some people have reported, just like in previous years with their Z Folds, like, hey, there is a noticeable line down the middle. If you take good care of your phone, you probably won't see that line. And everyone uses it differently. So even those who probably babied their phones, it probably took one drop maybe, or maybe you got some water in it or whatever the case may be, and you still got a crack. Or maybe you opened it more than me. So I could be totally wrong. But for me, I didn't get any split in the middle. Nothing was wrong as far as like any deterioration with the interior screen. I've been fine with that. And in case I ran into that situation, I had a Samsung Care just in case. Never had to use it though, but it was good security. As you see with the cameras, extremely durable as well. And I say durable is because I added covers to these, and these type of covers I've been getting, for some reason when I pulled it off, it also pulled the unit off, which was easy to put back on. I just snapped it back on. But as you see, still really good condition. See again, no scratches, no marks. I've dropped this phone a couple times with my case on, and no scratches, no dents. My favorite case that has been my go-to is called Benks, B-E-N-K-S. And that's because I've been using them, I think, even since the 6. And these have just been awesome. Like, those cases are awesome. It's the aramid carbon fiber, and it keeps the phone slim and durable at the same time. So no excuses there. I also bought some to go with my new Z Fold, so you'll see that in a future video too. As you can see on the back, I took good care of it by adding a skin on it. So I kept the skin on it. Haven't had any issues. This skin is by a new company that I've been working with called Skinosity. I don't have any on the way for the new Z Fold, but I think today I'm going to purchase some if they have any in store. So I'm going to reach out to them and see if they're willing to do another collab with me. But I will keep you updated on that. So again, so far, this is how it looks. And right off the back, the reason why I say this is one of my favorite foldables First, because we're in the US and we don't get a lot of foldables out here. We got Samsung, and then we had OnePlus, but after their foldable, they fell off. So now we don't have them no more. Now we have Google, and we possibly will have Apple, but as of right now, we only have Google and Samsung. The Google Pixel Folds have been nice looking. I tried one like 2 years ago. It just made me want the Samsung even more. And that's because with all Samsung, customization has been key. If you haven't had a Samsung before, if you had any other Android, try a Samsung out. These phones have so much customization, it's crazy. They have the Samsung theme store. You could change even down to your keyboard. As you can see, even the screen, this screen on the inside, you see on the, sorry, open it up. On the inside, completely different than what you see on the outside. Always on display, you could customize that as well. It doesn't have to be the same. All of it is fully customizable. Even down to the notifications. If someone sends me a notification, it's not your standard notification. I have things that pop on my screen when I get a notification. That is cool. So you can make this phone as unique to you as possible with any Samsung device so far, which that's the reason why I had to keep going back to Samsung. Now, again, camera-wise, I think the camera I had was pretty good. The pictures I took was pretty good. I could show you a couple of them really quick. So for example, when I went to Italy recently, I just took some photos. I can show you a few here. Let's see. Trying to find out where I put them at. Okay, here's one I took in the airport, for example. This is on the way back, but this was, I guess, a statue. It was a pretty weird statue. I was trying to figure out what it was, but this is the statue that was in one of the airports on the way back. Let's find another one. Again, you can see the level of detail is pretty good. Again, it's just a phone, but it's still pretty good. Let me see. I took this one from, obviously, when I was from a distance, apparently. But as you can see, really good. Really good quality. In my eyes, I love this quality. I can see everything just fine. Everything is good. Now, as far as all the way down there, I don't think I could see all the way down there. Or actually, never mind, I could. But it starts getting blurry. I can't make out the words. But still, really, really good. Let me show you one more. Maybe one more I can find. Let's see. I took this one in the airport. I actually really like this photo because I thought that airport was dope. I think this was in Canada. But look at how awesome this looks. I couldn't believe that they made their airport like that. Like, it was just awesome. I like the creativity to make the airport styled like this, so I had to take a picture. And again, colors look nice. You see on the sides, everything looked detailed. Like even up to the bird was detailed. I think overall, the camera was awesome for this phone. Now, was I expecting a super great camera with this phone? No. I just wanted a really good camera just to use for my family or when I'm out and about. And that's what your average daily user is using this for. Unless, of course, you're super techie and you like doing this as part of like maybe your reviews. So then you might pay close attention to how the cameras is. So that could be a difference there. But if you're an average person getting a phone to take pictures like with your family or when you're on vacation or wherever you may go, this was totally fine for that. Overall, I think this phone was nice. And as you can see, I got like, I think it was called the mint. It was like a mint green, but I had to get it. It was a Samsung exclusive. I tend to lean towards the Samsung exclusive ones. So just in case if I ever have to sell the phone, it's not a color you could just find anywhere. So it kind of helps out, make the person feel special. But again, I would say hands down, this was the best Samsung Z Fold that they have created. And my biggest pet peeve, the biggest pet peeve that I had with this device is how skinny it was. Not this one, but previous years, how skinny it was. I hated the super skinny screen. And then I would wait for the next one to come in and disappointed, still skinny. Wait for the next one to come in, still skinny. So I was actually in the airport last year when I was headed for my graduation, because I had graduated with my master's, and it just so happened it came out on the same day. And I was looking at the release video and I saw how wide it was and I was like, oh, heck yeah, gotta get it. I hope that I'm not disappointed. And when it came in the mail and I saw like how wide it finally was, I was super happy. I didn't care about the slimness because that's not what I look forward to. I look forward to how wide it was on the front screen. So now I could type, no problem. In the past, I would have to type and it'd be like, my fingers would be kind of like this, scrunched together because how skinny it was on the outside. And I think everybody was happy with that if you are a Samsung person. But again, if you never try Samsung, gotta try them. You don't have to try the Z Fold, but try a different phone. See what I mean when I say customization is like super, like it's up there. It's better than Apple. It's better than any company I've saw so far. I haven't ran into another company where they really have their own actual store full of themes, full of wallpapers. You could change the layout of the keyboard. You could change the layout of your lock screen. Everything on here, from the moment you power it on, from here, from your slide down, everything is adjustable. And that's what makes Samsung unique. So overall, again, YouTube fam, I think this was the best phone, period. I say that because, not because of camera wise, I just really, really love this phone. And I know this is just me talking, so I'm trying to make it as short as possible, but again, I wanna mention everything was great on it. Viewing experience was great, like watching TV on here was great. Like everything, it's not much that I can like do a pet peeve about. For those who do like S Pens, I will say this. That was probably something nobody was happy with. For me, I don't use the S Pen as much as I would like to, especially when I had the OnePlus and I had the S Pen for that. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. So when this one lost S Pen support, I wasn't too bothered with it, only because it didn't even work for the front screen. So, I mean, you're not missing much. But one thing that I would like, for the sake of those who love S Pens, please bring that feature back. Find some way to put it back, because it just goes well. If it works on both screens, that's the best way to do it. Not just one screen. I didn't use it much because why would I need to get it just to use on the internal screen? I want to use it, period, whenever I want to pull it out. So that's something that was probably like a negative. Not necessarily for me, but for everyone else who really loved the S Pen. I would also ask if they ever saw this video, which I don't know if they will, if you do an S Pen, include it with the phone. I know we're big on trying to go slim, but I don't care about having a super slim phone. If you add the S Pen inside the phone, I'll be happy with just that. You could add it on the end, you could add it inside, I don't care. As long as it's a part of the phone, you know how many people will use it? Almost everybody. So that's just something to think about. But again, YouTube fam, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. Again, this is my full review. I tried not to talk a whole lot, but I love this phone. This phone was the best Samsung Z Fold so far that they've created. And I will let you know if my thought changes when I get the next Fold that comes in, but so far it's here. Also, again, check out like the skinosity. If you're in the US and you need like a, textured skin, before it used to only be a place called Layers. Now it's a place in the US that's called Skinosity. I could drop a link in the description for that too. Binks, I could drop a link in the description for that as well. If you have the Z Fold 7, or even if you're going to other Z Folds, take advantage of it. But all right, YouTube fam, thank you so much for hearing me rant for like 15 minutes. I will let you go. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, join the family, and I would appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. It goes a long way. All right, YouTube fam, peace.